Totally stunning to see you all here. Hey everyone, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to your own YouTube channel, The English Wings. It feels an honor to share this wonderful video with all of you. The next 10 minutes are going to be very dazzling as we will learn various new words. Thanks a lot for coming. We are going to share, learn new words, improve our vocabulary, and make a difference. Why not make this lockdown period a more fruitful one and let us all work upon our English and improvise the speaking skills? For a good speech, we all know we need a good vocabulary, and building a good vocabulary is not a cakewalk. So, we bring you here the very first video of a list of videos which we are going to upload where you will learn meaning of different amazing words along with their sentence making and their synonyms. So let's start and let's keep going. Our very first word is endeavor. Endeavor. Endeavour, which means to try to achieve something with a lot of efforts. Like when we say, I endeavor to give satisfaction, that means I try all my efforts to satisfy in whatever things or to all the people I feel I need to satisfy. Another sentence, I endeavor to do my best. That whatever I do, in whatever I feel, whatever I do my best. I give my every heart to do the best thing. Synonyms of this word endeavor are try, attempt, or venture. Some other sample sentences are she endeavors to climb mountain. That means she tries very hard to climb the mountain. I will endeavor to do my best for the country, which means whatever it takes, I am always ready to work very hard. I am always ready to give my best for the development, for the best of my country. I will endeavor to speak good word for truth, which means whenever I speak, I will always speak truth and I will always try hard that whatever I speak has worth for the truth. The next word is dredged. 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 It many times happens that we find ourselves in a situation when some past memory or some past story where maybe we were humiliated or which we don't want people to remember for so long, and or we can say it was forgotten, but somebody brings that story again to people's notice, and that story becomes afresh. Like supposing the very first sentence, which is I don't understand why you had to dredge up this story. So if talking in context to this sentence, the man who is speaking this sentence, he feels himself humiliated because of, or because after again remembering the story which was already forgotten by people, and when somebody brought up that story, he was again humiliated. So in that context this word is used, dredged. Its synonyms are like dig, hunt, search. It is also used in another context. In it also means removal of the sediments or unwanted things from the water bodies. Like going with the second sample sentence, the police are dredging the lake for his body. That means the police is searching the lake, digging the lake for his body. The third sentence, they dredged all the rubbish from the bottom of the river. That means the river was cleaned after it was dredged and the entire rubbish was removed from there. The next word is pogrom. 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 It means an organized massacre of a particular ethnic group. This word is used in a very negative context whenever there is a mass killing being done by one ethnic group, and a group of people is being killed on the basis of their religion or race or any other basis because of which killings takes place. This word is used. Like the very first sentence, the Nazis began a pogrom against the Jewish people. So that means that the Jewish people were killed by the Nazis in a very large number, and there was a cruel organized massacre of the Jewish people. That's going by the second sentence. They faced a pogrom by Copts and fascist nationalists. That means that they faced a pogrom by the Copts. The Copts killed a large number of people and by the fascist nationalists. The next word is trite. 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 It means any remark or idea or anything which lacks originality or freshness. It has become dull because of its overuse. Its synonyms are vapid, overused, stale, unimaginative. Like, take an example. If you go by this phrase, honesty is the best policy, this is something which every one of us would have heard. Although this phrase is very old saying and it has been followed for so long, but if you go by the idea which it gives, it cannot be left over. So if you frame a sentence using the word tried with this, it would be in this tone. The phrase honesty is the best policy sounds tried, but it outcasts the foundation stone of everyone's life. That means, although the phrase is very old, although the phrase has become dull, but the idea which it outcasts, the idea which it gives, it becomes the foundation stone of everyone's life. That means everyone in his life must follow the principles of honesty because it is the best policy. So if you call tried a person, you call to a person a tried person, that means that person lacks imagination, lacks originality. So going by the sample sentences, the very first sentence says that sounds a bit tried, but there was something shining out. That means although you whatever you said that was tried, that means that was dull, or that was something which is very which is very common, but there was some shining out. That means there was something there was something very great in it. Going by the second sentence, although your story is tried, but it outcasts a very good message. Although the story which you told me, it is the same, it is the dull, it is the same overused story which I have been hearing for so long, but your story, the way you told me, it reveals or it outcasts a very good message. Our next word is akin. Akin. Akin, which means having a similar character or having some similar qualities, or when we say that two people are related to each other in some manner or they are compatible to each other, so we use the word akin, that is they are akin to each other. So that similarity, that character, that quality, that common quality can be anything in any context, it can be in any manner. Synonyms of this word are similar, related, close, near, alike. Like, going by the sample sentences, the very first sentence which says they speak a language akin to French. What does this mean? That the language which they speak is very similar to French language. That similarity can be in context of the pronunciation which they use, or the vocabulary which they use, or the way they speak. Going by the second sentence, foxes are closely akin to dogs. What does this mean? That foxes and dogs, they are very similar to each other, they match by their outer identity or by their outer character, they match to each other. There is a very difficulty in recognizing that what when both of them stand together, it becomes difficult to recognize who is a dog and who is a fox. The third one, his interests are akin to mine. So those interests can be in any manner. Like, I like to play football, he also likes to play football. So his interest is, or his interest of playing football is akin to mine. Because he also likes to play football, the same interest I have. So in that context, the word akin is used, which